Millennium Seeker was meant to work with Trick Clown, cause why else would it require you to take at least 1,000 damage? Could have been 500, could have been 800, but nope, at least a stack. It's like Konami wants you to play this with that damn clown, which isn't a bad card, just isn't as good since Brilliant Fusion received in both the OTG and TCG.
The dick.
That's the good effect, notice the air quotes. It goes downhill from there. The second effect is a reference to the concept of measuring the worthiness to enter the afterlife in ancient Egyptian belief, which it does pretty well. Good job, Konami. But being used in an actual game is completely different. You target a monster in your opponent's graveyard that doesn't have undefined attack. That's what the question mark means, but I just call it debatable. Your opponent can choose a monster in their deck that doesn't have debatable attack if they choose not to, or if the monster in their graveyard has more attack than the monster they chose from the deck, the monster in their graveyard will be special summoned to your field and the chosen monster will be shuffled back in their deck. Otherwise, your opponent adds a chosen monster from the deck to their hand. So basically, it's a very restrictive monster born for you, or somewhat less restrictive monster searching for your opponent, because all they have to do is choose a hand trap. Most decks play those, which generally has less attack than monsters that will be targeted in their graveyard for this terrible effect. So
yeah, he's trash.
Soul of the Prophet's pretty bad too, but at least that has an actual use. Millennium Seeker, on the other hand, not so much. Only brought up Trick Clown because of the 1,000 damage, but I don't expect this to be played with it, or at all for that matter. Why do a video on the card I think is clearly bad? Because someone out there may want to hear my thoughts on it, and of course, money. I don't offer much in terms of incentive for any of you supporting me, so I think the least I can do is do videos on cards like this that I would skip over otherwise, and besides, my videos are short as hell, so you can't even say I took too long to get to the point.
That's not an excuse.
Thanks for watching. My Patreon and other stuff is in the description if you happen to be feeling just a little bit jittery, and you would also like
help me.
As similar as the previous segment seems in every video, believe it or not, I actually record that every single time. I don't know, you might have been curious about it. Discord server links in the description. You can reach me there. I appreciate you. How much?
A lot.